And we're live. So, welcome to the Writer's Life, the place where you get the sight, sound, smells, taste of my particular writer's life, and where you get the TRUTH of Writer's Life. Subscribe, punch out the like button and the bell for notifications so that you don't miss out on one unbelievably exciting video that'll be so thoughtful you won't be able to sleep at night. Actually, I have a very serious topic today. Very serious. And it doesn't matter which side of the political aisle or spectrum you stand on, or if, like me, you're an independent in the middle, sort of. So I'm starting to be real concerned with these raids the FBI has been conducting at the behest of the Department of Justice. And, I'm not being a pro-Trump guy here or anything like that, but that was worrisome in itself. But now that since then, they've gone after like 30 other people who they consider political enemies, and they just did like one of those early dark 30 raids of a pro-lifer guy and with his 8 kids at home and all this sort of stuff. And again, I'm not getting into the pro-life, pro-choice argument. That's for you guys to decide for yourself. That's totally up to you. Now, taking this a step further, again, we're having a lot of doublespeak where one political entity is accusing the other of being fascists and all the things that would go with that type of thing, like censorship and book burning and brutality and violence and all that, when in fact, it kind of seems like that's what they're doing. And so what concerns me as a writer is what's to prevent an FBI dude to be like, let's go through like Xandri's work and see if there's any kind of thread in there that we can perceive as a threat to our administration or our political future or our political goals and aims. And you got to take this seriously, because I truly believe like that's Soviet style stuff. And I particularly don't want to be the next Solzhenitsyn, but if I had to take a bullet, I would. But for what I believe in, I think we all would as writers. But they're like Andy Partridge from XTC saying, the human word should be forgiven, and we should never be censored. But I have a sneaky feeling that that's coming. And as writers, should you be concerned? Yeah, I think at this point you should even be worried about it. Does that mean you should stop writing what you want to write? No. I make political jabs in my books all the time at both parties, because it's fun, and it's I happen to live in a state right now and in a city that is it's extremely blue, and and in fact it's still one of those, like, if you don't vote the right way, they know about it and they won't pick up your garbage. I'm not kidding. That's still the way it is in Albany, because it's the capital. Back in the day, you'd get roughed up if you voted the wrong way or whatever. So maybe I don't want to be jumping the shark here, because I don't see anybody getting beat up in the streets. But there is a story about a guy who just ran over a teenager in, where was it, North Dakota, something like that, or South Dakota, I don't know where. But he gets charged with he runs this guy over with his pickup truck, saying that it was justified because he identified the guy as like a MAGA kid or something like that, or a Republican or whatever, and so he was justified. And I guess the liberal DA over there, well, don't worry about a murder charge. We'll just charge you with second-degree manslaughter. And by the way, you're free to go on bail. Doesn't that worry anybody? Like, these are things that are not being reported in the mainstream media by any means, that I've seen anyway. This is stuff that you'll pick up only on cable, or I mean, not on cable, on YouTube and stuff like that, news channels there. Anyway, I'm telling you, folks, we're not living in a free society right now, and so when one side starts accusing the other of being like a fascist, being fascist, it's usually them who are the fascists, and this is just right out of the Alinsky playbook. You accuse the other. Lying is fine. Accuse the other side of what you are actually doing, and try to convince the uninformed American public of this so that they vote your way. Instill fear in them. Um, anyway, I'm just worried that for us as writers, that it's bad enough if you don't toe the line that you could be canceled, that the woke cancel culture will come after you. But now they're getting like physical, and now they're getting, they're getting the FBI involved, almost like the Stasi. So I know it's a very serious topic. You might have your own point of view. I'd love to hear it. Write it in the comments. Maybe you think I'm imagining things. I don't think I am. But anyway, that's it for today. Looks like it's going to storm any minute. I'll come to you guys tomorrow. Ciao, ciao.